waking up in the Himalayas, after yesterday ending up in quite the pickle of a situation. We yesterday ended up on a 5,000 meter mountain in the dark, and it was also my first time at this altitude. We continued after the mountain, there was just nothing, and in front of us is a road that we tried to ride over in the dark, which is a cliffside road. However, the road is blocked by a landslide. In this situation, we ended up having to sleep in front of a random garage door in the middle of nowhere. And with middle of nowhere, I mean middle of nowhere. Just look at the stars here. I was at this moment genuinely unsure how this situation is going to continue.
Morning.
Good news, road's open.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like seriously? That's impressive.
Ready to get the shop.
Come on, let's move.
Yeah.
Open the shop, get us something to eat or drink, let's say.
So apparently the blocked cliffside road from yesterday is open. How crazy is that? That looked completely unpassable yesterday, just a few hours ago.
So I now woke up here the next day, and the place that I slept in front of turned out to be a supermarket. It's really nice, which means I now get to buy some sweets, because I think that's what they're selling. It looks really, really good. Still packing my sleeping bag together over here, and I'll be making one quick walk over to the sun because it's fucking cold, because we slept in the middle of the Himalayas outside because we yesterday didn't find a place to stay, and this is kind of what we woke up to. Really impressive. Yeah, let's get the sleeping bag packed up, get some food, and get on the road. So, Niels and Stefan, what's the mood today?
Great.
Great? Okay, nice.
I mean, as you said, Miles, you had the worst sleeping conditions. We at least had a mattress and a proper sleeping bag and pillow. You were sleeping on the
Cardboard box over there. Yeah. So, Vickers the cook is making an omelette in a stranger's kitchen. Yeah, that's the life, I guess.
There's no stranger here.
Yeah, you're right.
He's been seeing our private moments the whole night on the CCTV camera, so he's no longer a stranger.
Yeah.
He's made us some great food, so
Yeah.
if you feed someone, you no longer become a stranger.
Yes, and honestly, the omelets are really good.
Yeah. Gonna make some more. Thank you.
So this situation genuinely almost made a complete 180, having warm chai and eating some of the best egg I ever had in my life.
How are you?
I'm great. A bit tired, and a bit cold and a bit dusty, but alive. That's a good one after yesterday's road. And yeah, apparently the road is open, so we're going to ride that one today and see if that narrow gap that we saw yesterday in the dark is rideable. So curious.
However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, because Neil's bike is almost out of fuel. So turning around and making it over the 5,000 meter pass with light this time is not an option. We need to get through this road.
Quiet down just a minute, settle down and have another walk.
Turns out the road was still blocked because they were doing blastings with TNT, but because we had no other way and it was safe at the moment, we got left through.
Okay.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
I hit the wall to the limit. I start over like you just begun. I didn't lie to you because I never knew you. Only time will tell, only time will tell.
So we now stopped here on this incredibly gorgeous road, but it's not just a gorgeous road, it's also a dangerous one. If you see, we have rock above us, and the river right next to us, and on some parts the river is getting pretty hectic. Yeah.
However, when being able to assess the situation with my eyes, it was a lot easier to ride and actually quite joyful. Driving through this incredible landscape right next to this rapidly flowing river was genuinely an amazing experience, and there was dynamite sometimes in the cracks of the stone on the side. I made a close-up shot but sadly lost that one. It's just wild what we rode through, and then this river came down the path, and I remember driving through this in the dark the day before and being so scared because I couldn't see what's on the side, and like having a river come your way and a cliff next to you. But now in the daylight, it was great fun. Just have a look at the waterfall that the river came from. How beautiful. We continued our way past construction machines until the excavator was blocking the road.
We now made it to the point where we yesterday couldn't pass, and now there's construction work ahead. But they told us we can get through, but there's a huge jackhammer trying to get a stone away. And yeah, that's what's going on. Let's hope we can pass, because Niels otherwise runs out of gas.
So, I'm currently losing my camera mount right here, but Stefan was so cool to instantly give me some quick glue. Yeah, let's get this done. The conditions of the India trip have been pretty rough on the material so far, with the changes between hot and cold and the constant dust. However, nothing that superglue can't fix. So we're stuck waiting for some time while the excavator was moving the rocks out of the way with the hope that we could pass. We made it past the excavator, and with that we made it past the hurdle of last night. However, the next thing we came across was people putting dynamite into the rock.
Wait. Why? Today you're gonna explode? Yes. Nice.
So we were back on asphalt, and with that, from now on, it should be smooth sailing.
So, as you can see, Vickis is talking to the construction workers over there, and there's a lot of dust and the road is blocked, and we don't know until when. And Niels, how much gas do you still have?
46.
Yeah, okay, then let's hope that this clears. As you can see, the road that we need to take still needs to be built, and if I learned one thing here in India is that they're really quick with stuff like that, because this still looks like it would take some time, but apparently they could be done in 2 to 3 hours. It's definitely hope. You can see the digger moving on the other side.
I think we now made it through the worst part with the stuff that we drove also last night. However, that doesn't change the fact that we're still stuck. We now found a nice place of shadow here, and we're now kind of waiting it out. And I think I speak for everyone on this trip if we're all really looking forward to a good shower. And yeah, but so far it's quite nice. The Himalayas are really, really quiet. Like, you can just hear nothing here except for the wind between the mountains, which is really nice. And in some ways it's really surprising me that it's more desert-like from the way that the rocks look, and it's really gorgeous to see. Yeah, let's hope that we get to move on quickly so we find our hotel soon, because after sleeping on the street I'm a bit knackered, to be honest. After waiting for a few hours until the shadow was gone, we checked again if there was any progress with the construction. When back at the site where they were building the road, they were currently on break, and this is the excavator that they've been using to build this road. And it looks like quite a big one now. Quite a dangerous work.
So it's now starting to get cold here because the sun is gone and we are still pretty high up, 3,000 something, 4,000 meters. And at the same time, we're in some kind of desert. So it's really, really hot until the sun is gone. And then it gets cold quick. That's what's happening right now. And I also really have to compliment the Indian road workers because what they are doing is insane. Like, we have seen on this trip how highways have been built, and I made a video on it, and I said in my video that it felt like witnessing the building of the Pyrenees, and it literally feels like that. And here we're on this road. This road is being made today, and today they're making this passage over there, and that looked like it's not going to be finished in 3 weeks, and we are waiting here now almost 4 hours, which, you know, it sucks waiting here 4 hours, but waiting 4 hours for this whole rock to get cleared over there. And also, like, that one has cracks in it, and there was one of those ones working there, and we yesterday drove a few of those crushed ones because that work is dangerous. Because like on my recordings, the digger looked so incredibly small, and they're trying to get everything off that still has cracks on it, so for it to be safe. So that's pretty wild.
With more and more hours being spent here on the side of the road, the boredom really kicked in. I started playing with the motion sensor of my Beeline navigation device to just kill some time.
So we're slowly running out of things to do here. I'm literally taking a nap on my motorcycle, and that works relatively well on the Himalayan, I gotta say, and that's nice. So I'll be closing my eyes for a few minutes. Apparently in an hour it's done. Most likely it's dark by then. Yeah. So the road is open! Yay!
Man kann's kaum glauben.
With this road being finished, we finally get to leave this ravine that we've been trying to pass through for almost the last 2 days. And also, what a special and unique feeling to be one of the first people that drives over a built road. That was for me also a first time experiencing that, and in a way it was really beautiful, of course, especially with this view. And also just the feeling of the tires fighting with the really big rocks, because they were all still big and chunky and not yet turned into pebbles by all the cars and trucks driving over them. After the last pretty wild 48 hours, we finally made it to Padun and got some gas. When we rode into the city, it became apparent that there currently was a big power outage with all lights being off. But we saw one place with the lights on. It was a restaurant with a generator, so we got some food and then went to the hotel.
So we're now in the hotel room, and you see it's multiple beds. I luckily don't have to share the room, and you're wondering why am I recording myself in the pitch black. There's a power outage, and you see behind me is my laptop and stuff. I saved data the whole evening. It's 1 in the morning and I need to get up again at 7. Yeah, sadly I can't charge the cameras now, which is a bit shit, and I need to put on my hoodie to sleep. I did manage to shower because there wasn't time, and also I didn't really find the shower inviting. However, this place is a lot better than sleeping in front of some random building somewhere in India. Yeah, and definitely see you guys in the next episode, and hype this video, and see you soon.